Well, I'm out in the woods. I'm right in front of my brother's blind. My blood sugar thing was yelling at me. I'm on my way back home, but I wanted to take a walk out here and see how terrible it was, and I had to move a few branches off the trail. I got a tree down way up there, so I can't go off in the western direction right now, but for the most part, aside of a few sticks and branches out here, I still got a mud puddle I got to crawl through every year, but this I'll have to come back here and get the chainsaw and make sense of. But for now, I can sit on it. Oh, let me turn the camera around so I can't see if you're seeing me, but anyway, I'm somewhere in the picture frame. Hi, how you doing? You know, well, screw you if you haven't subscribed yet. You know what I'm saying? You should watch my channel once in a while. Sometimes I have something to talk about. Today I don't. Today I'm just fucking around in the woods before the sun goes down. And right foot, left foot. Oh, yeah, there. No, I'm not on that side of the trail no more. I'm on this side of the trail. I'm gonna walk my way through. Oh, keep this camera up here so you can see what's going on. Look, still ice on the pond. But, you know, I'm going to get that chainsaw rolling because I am going to come back here and drop a whole bunch of these trees right from this corner where all this shit is on the edge right here. I am going to drop 99.9% of this shit and drop it right into the ground. On this side, all the way through here. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna drop all of that shit down into the swamp and let it just die. Same thing with all this mess. I did it once before, and look what it does. It just grows back up no matter what you do. So I'm gonna come through here and go zzz, and zip the rest of that shit all the way down. And yeah, try to kill off as much of this as I can. On this side, and then it takes a minute to do it, because I tell you what, I come back and did it on this side. I cut down a bunch of stuff every year. I come back in here and with the hedge trimmers, and I have to cut this stuff down, and I will probably bring the choppers back here and chop a bunch of this stuff down. I'm trying to clean up around this pine tree because I like that pine tree. You know, and I'd like to get like maybe another couple of actual pine trees going along this edge, which you can see. If I don't take care of this every year, it'll just grow over the trail and you won't even be able to get back there. There's been a couple times where I've come to visit and I looked back there and I couldn't get back there. So I got this cool little area back here. See, there's a nice pine tree I've been cultivating right there, a little one next to the big one. But yeah, you can see that big tall tree right there? I'll point it out, that one. That tree right there. Look at what the branches are doing up there. That's all fucked up. That's dead. So that one's gonna come down. I'm gonna cut it and drop it right down on this trail edge here. And well, I wanna drop it in a direction that I can actually take care of it. Because it's gonna fall just like this one over here did. That's all one solid tree. I already tried to pick it up and move. I moved a couple pieces of it, but yeah. That's what I'm doing back here right now. picking up some of these dead branches and getting them all piled up. See, I picked some up earlier and made a pile here and a pile there. Stuff I'll come get for the bonfire pit. And yeah, back there in the woods, if I zoom in way back there, you can see there's miscellaneous piles of wood everywhere that anytime I want to go back there with a chainsaw, make them smaller, I can, and throw them in the back of a wagon and drag them up to the fire pit. As you can see, we got a garden to think about here in the next month. I gotta get the leaf blower out here and clean all that shit up, blow all this shit up out of here. Oh, I'll get the stuff started for my mulch pit. I got a bunch of coffee grounds in there and last year's flowers and more coffee grounds on that wagon. And let's see, what do we got going on over here? Well, we got this shit going on. A bonfire, and it's taking its own time burning down. All right. See you next time.